Play Algo Anthem. Oh, are we going? Oh, sorry. That's it. We're not.
Hear you.
Saddam Hussein and his sons must leave Iraq within 48 hours. Their refusal to do so will result in military conflict.
When you are ready to learn, the teacher will come. When you are prepared and open to learning, the right teacher or guidance will naturally appear in your life.
The Dick Cavett Show. Tonight with special guests John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
Hey, all I know is it's good having another brother move into the neighborhood.
Hey, man, it's good to have you over. And I think that you will dig this.
Hey,
Huh?
nice guitar collection.
Oh, thanks, man. Hey, you want to hear something?
Yeah, sure.
All right. All right, let's get this one. Well, I'm just a good old American boy with a heart that's red, white, and true. Dreaming of the girl with the red hair and freckles and her eyes like the skies of blue.
1800s.
A new door is about to open in your life.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Today, I'm going to show
yeah, that's the door, man. No.
Chaos magic. Chaos magic is a modern form of occult practice that emerged in the late 20th century, rooted in the principles of individualism.
Good morning, everybody.
Home.
Wait a minute. I only know someone who calls me by that name, Pool, and that someone who calls me by that name is an old friend of mine. He played the bass in my old band. It was called Return to Fall. He passed away in his sleep, I think. Yeah, from sleep
Correct.
apnea. So I don't know, man. I'm just like I'm having a fever right now. I don't know if it's COVID or I don't know. These test kits, they don't they don't produce any more test kits anymore. I go to the clinic, and they don't sell any test kits, and then the doctor told me you could still use the old test kits that, if you still had like last year and everything. Well, I tested, it's like negative and everything, so I guess it's kind of like it could probably be COVID, but it's just like it's becoming like a common cold kind of thing. It's just like someone. Yeah, man, that's the band that we were talking about. So is that you, my friend, my old friend? Yeah, we had some good times, didn't we? You taught me a lot of things, man. Yeah. I mean, like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known.
Painting.
Yeah, I remember that room, bro. Remember that room? When everyone came to party and everyone had to, like, paint something on that wall. And I was so wasted. And, like, we were drinking. And I called that a house of the angels. You remember that? Yeah? That was awesome, man. I was in my mid-20s. Yeah, we were all having fun, man. Yeah, I mean, like, if I didn't meet this guy, I wouldn't have, like, learned all those kind of, like, jazz beats, Like, our band was, like, we were not, like, strictly, like, it's more like we just played what we felt, It's kind of like, as long as it comes together in the end, So at that time I was like messing around with jazz records, and he used to DJ a lot in his apartment. We all used to stay together. Examine, yeah. I mean, the records and everything, yeah. Right. Well, speaking of my late friend, Mr. Cohen, Tenzin, there was one night back in this is 2024. I think it should be this dream. It's still very vivid. It's still very vivid in my head. It's one of those dreams where you won't forget about it. It's just like imprinted in your memory. So there was one episode in my life. There was one kind of like a time where I just want to be alone. I mean, after he passed away, after he died, and I was sad and everything, and I just, I was going through a lot of downtime.
Chill.
I don't know, man, So my story was, so there was one night I was frequenting a lot of, like, this hill that I could be alone, at night. Just crickets, it's just crickets everywhere, but I'm just sitting down there drinking my whiskey or all that. I just wanted to be alone and, like, I don't know, man, just chill. And so there was one night I was thinking about him, and I dreamt that he came to meet me on that hill. But if you were to go up that hill, you have to enter this tunnel, There's this tunnel, you have to go in through the tunnel. It's a World War II barracks back in the old days. So there was this tunnel. I saw him standing at the end of the tunnel. So I walked at the end of the tunnel, and he said bye to me, man, And when he said goodbye to me, he held my hand. In that dream, he held my hand, and we were holding really tight, and I remember I was in that dream I was really holding something, and I woke up, and when I woke up,
Group of us.
yeah, when I woke up, there was a long line, kind of like scar. It was like a thin razor blade scar on my hand. It's like someone just like slit the razor blade, or maybe like like someone like with long fingernails, kind of like held your hand a bit too tight, and it left a mark on your surround the just above the thumb area. Yeah, it's still very clear in my head. That dream that I had. Yeah, a lot of strange things happened during my lone wolf days up on that World War II hill. I mean, if I were to share my experience, I still remember them though, I don't think I want to share my experience yet. See where all those lessons that I've learned, where it's gonna take me now. Yep. Man, having a bad headache, but I just took 2 painkillers, so I'll be fine. I think this is COVID, man. Yeah, I think this is COVID, but it's just not showing up on those test kits anymore. It's getting milder. So I actually figured out how to beat this COVID-19 or whatever, right? So last night, here's the story, man. It was Saturday night. So me and my band, we were jamming. Just before I started jamming with them, I met my vocalist. We just wanted to chill out, have a few brews, And this guy, one of our friends, he dropped by, and he told us to join him at his table, So to cut the story short, so we all sat, on that table, and we were like drinking because he's been missing for quite some time, and he's finally out, that kind of stuff, and and I was sitting beside him, So you gotta be home. Yeah, Kelly. I know who's Kelly here. We all know who's Kelly. I mean, around that table, we all know who's Kelly. Yeah. So I was sitting beside him. This guy, he gotta be home by 10.
You will die.
Me. I mean, oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna live forever. I mean, like, So anyway, back to my story. So I was sitting next to this guy, So he left around 9. And when he got home, he messaged everyone in the group, and he messaged me. He said he tested positive for COVID. He tested positive for COVID because he knew something was wrong with him, probably days before, but it just came out. He thought there was nothing wrong. So now I know where I got it from, man. Yeah. So let me see. It says you will die, and someone said wrong. So I can see that there could be some opposing forces. There's always the good, the bad, and the ugly kind of thing. Someone says this, and someone says no, that's not going to happen, and someone says wait a minute. So I believe that's how the spirit box, or because I'm not asking for anyone. I was just like, thinking of my late friend earlier on, and strangely, I thought of him like in my mind, like, yeah, I just got back from KL, in Malaysia. We played a good gig there, it was mind blowing, and I felt like so blessed that I met all these people, beautiful people and with wonderful music skills, with crazy ideas. I was like, having a
Shut up.
ball of time, yeah. Okay, I'll shut up for a while. I'll let you speak, yeah. So what do you got to say? Oh yeah. Yeah, the band PLA was like playing. I don't think anyone in the crowd recognized that tune, And I was like, dude, I went up to the drummer like, hey man, that was Chick Corea, Spain, man. I was like, I know that tune, And yeah, I mean, that was what I used to play when I was with my late bassist and everything. Like before my guitarist would come in, right? He would jam like some jazz bass lines, and I would just me and him, man. Just grooving out, and then we got something else to play later on, Yeah. And I when I saw that band PLA, I was thinking of like, hey, man, it was your mind. And then oh yeah, and there was another Thai band. The vocalist looked almost like my late friend. I was like, oh my god, this guy, he looks like my late friend, man.
Three spirits.
And I'm like, yeah, I just couldn't, like, just kept it to myself, and I was just having like, wow, some reminiscing old memories and everything. It's been a long time, and it felt good, like, finally I played KL after so long. The last time I was there was 2004. Yeah, that was nice. I mean, yeah. Three spirits. All right. So that's my story anyway. Oh yeah. Here's something something strange that happened to me when I was in KL. So I don't think there's anything to do with the hotel that we stayed in or anything.
Extra.
Yeah, this is an extra kind of thing, and it's something that's been happening in my home. I don't know if it's magnetics or metals. They kind of like, if it's too close, it's magnetic, or I need to figure this out. So what's been happening in my home, like since 2 years ago? The toilet would lock itself from the inside, so you gotta use like a spoon or a fork to slot the fork or the spoon in that gap on that keyhole and turn it from the outside to open it. That's like, like no one figured out what the hell was that, and everyone thought like it was some the door, something's wrong with the door and everything. So my sister got a new cat, an orange tabby, yellow eyes. She's a bit different. Yeah, the cat she's a bit different. She's a bit different from my the other one. The other one is blue eyes, and he's he's not that active. He doesn't hunt. He doesn't go around and hunt for cockroaches or that kind of thing. But the orange tabby, when I saw her grow up, she was constantly like, whoa. And there were nights when I realized she wouldn't sleep. She would just perch herself in front of the toilet, and I'm like looking at her like maybe she's waiting for something, or looking at something. And since then, there was no incidence of the toilet door locking from the inside, That's strange. That's one thing I noticed, So that was like after she turned like 2 years old, 1 year old, So as the story goes, so I left for KL, right? I just came back like last week. So like I said, I was staying in this hotel with me and my guitarist, two of us in a room. My vocalist came the next day, and 12 o'clock, round and round, So yeah, we were staying in the hotel. On the first night, me and Mike, my guitarist, Mike was a simple man, We got to the hotel, at about 9 p.m. and we left for this venue and to meet with the other guys, And so we met up with them. We watched PLA play, and it was nice. We had some drinks, and so we left around like 11 midnight, around there. So we got back home to the hotel around 2 a.m. in the morning. And Mike was like, he just brushed his teeth in the toilet, just wash his face, that kind of thing, And I think I took a shower, because I was like kind of like, it's been a long day traveling and everything. I took a shower and everything, changed to my pajamas and everything. So he was like, boom, to sleep, and I was like, I looked at him and like, dude, he's asleep, man. I was like, okay, let's go to sleep. It was easy, man. It was like, boom, we were asleep, man. That's it. Woke up. It was a beautiful morning, man. And that the next day, my bassist Rory was supposed to meet us because he's coming from my bassist was coming to meet us, and so we met him, and so we met him at the hotel, and my vocalist came at the hotel in the morning. So we didn't waste much time. We went straight to the venue. We played the gig. It was beautiful. It was awesome. Just like, wow, blew my mind, watching bands playing and everything, meeting new people I've never met before, drinking like, I probably drank about like 3 6-packs, and it's nothing to me, man. I'm used to it.
Execute.
So I wasn't drunk. I was just like kind of in a good mood. That's all. So after that, we went back. And my bassist, he was drunk as hell, man. He couldn't walk. So we moved like a platoon. Mike, my guitarist, was, we moved like in one line, and I was pulling Rory from the back of his bass guitar, his bag, and just putting him like, So we walked back to the hotel, So my vocalist was staying in the lobby till his cab came, and the three of us, me, Mike, and Rory, we went upstairs to our room, And Rory was so drunk, he just took the blankets, and Mike just said, "Hey Rory, here's some pillows, man. You can like, it's up to you. You want to sleep on the floor? You want to sleep in the middle? Because there's like a lot of space. 2 big beds, Mine was on the right corner. I was on the left corner facing the window. He could like just be in the middle, So I told Rory, hey, just get your ass in the middle and just go to sleep, man. So, but he was so drunk that he just took the blankets and the pillow. He just passed out on the floor. So all I remembered was this. Mike was doing his usual thing.
Keeper.
He was brushing his teeth. It was around 2:45 a.m. 2:45 a.m. close to 3 a.m. So Mike was brushing his teeth, and I was like waiting for my turn to take a shower because I was soaked, man. You know, I was like sweating, playing the drums the whole day and everything, the whole 9 yards. It was very hot day, you know. My jeans was wet, you know. So I need to take a shower, man. I couldn't go to sleep like that, you know. So I was waiting for Mike to finish. So when Mike was done brushing his teeth and he changed, I quickly took my towel and just like took a long shower and like just relaxed myself. So after that I was done, I changed, I climbed to the bed. So I was lying on my bed and I couldn't sleep. And Rory, he was drunk as hell. And he was like, you know, he was quiet. He was around, it was 3 a.m. He was going to 3 a.m., slowly 3 a.m. Rory was having some, I guess his mind was still about, I think his mind was still thinking that he was at the gig venue. So he was kind of like having some memory relapse kind of thing, you know. He was seeing people the way I heard he was like, hey, he was like, hey, hi, you know, but he was sleeping, you know, so he was sleep talking. And I heard him like doing that, you know. So I waited for a while. I waited for like 10 seconds in silence.
Rest.
And then I said, hey, yo, Rory, you alright? No reply, man, you know. No reply. And then there he goes again. Hey, yeah, you. And at that moment, right, my head kind of like stand, you know, right now. Yeah, it's just some thoughts. At that moment when he said like, hey, yeah, you know, I heard it, man. You know, I don't know if Mike heard it. We need to talk about this, man. You know, yeah, we haven't talked about this yet. So when he went, hey, you, yeah. He was sleep talking, you know, Rory. He was drunk as hell. And then I heard a loud click, like it sounded kind of like 360, man. It's so loud, man. In that room, it's like clack. And I was like, okay, what was that, man? So I waited for 5 seconds and I knocked the wall on behind my head, you know. It's just... Whoa, sorry is an Asian name, man. Whoa, okay. Right, I'll figure this out. So, when I heard that loud click, you know, like, you know, it was like 360, man, just once around me. So I decided to like wait for 10 seconds. I was looking everywhere, nothing, you know. I didn't see anything. So I decided to knock the wall behind my head, you know. Just once. I just knocked like tuck. I just want to hear if the sound that I knock is the same sound that is coming from anywhere, you know, maybe the walls or maybe what. But apparently the knock that I made on the wall is pretty hollow, you know. It's not as like high definition kind of sound, you know. So I was like, maybe it's just some pipes or, you know, around the room, or, you know, maybe the next door. I don't know, you know. I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't like, I was tired and everything. And so, right, so I took the shower, right, and I don't remember closing that door, man, you know. I swear to God. I just kind of like, and there's no way that if I push the door, it would have locked itself. There's no way I could have done that. It takes a lot of strength to do that, man, you know. And I would be an idiot to have like twist that thing from outside and lock it from the inside. No, I didn't do that, man. I swear to God. So I heard the loud click, right? And then about 20 seconds later, I did that knock on the wall, you know. So I figured it's a different sound. It's not the same. And then Rory got up. So I saw him got up, he was sleep talking and everything, and I saw him got up, and I was like, okay,
Supernal.
what is that? Never heard of it. It sounds like a nice name anyway. So yeah, I saw Rory got up. And he was standing outside the toilet, the room, that that space, and he was like, for about 20 seconds I was like looking at him, and I don't know what he was doing there, man. He was like fiddling around with something. It was kind of dark, the room was dark. So I decided to get up, man. So I got up. I went up to him. I said, "Hey, Rory, what you doing, man?" Then he told me, "Dude, the door is locked, man."
Warning.
And I was like, "What? How is that possible? I was the last one to use the bathroom, There's no way I could have locked it from the inside." Yeah, that was what I told him, and he was like, boom, from the drunkenness, right? He just like, whoa, he's like, he kind of like woke up, and I was like, that moment it occurred to me, okay, I think I've gone through this before, So I looked at the door. Okay, there's just a nice slot there, kind of like, it's a circle and it's nice, a little slot there, So I was like, use a coin, man. So I kind of like look around, and there it was, just a nice 10-cent coin on the table, So I took the coin, slide it at the door, and I turn it, pop, and then it was like, it actually took quite a lot of strength, to turn the thing, like to totally unlock a hotel's room, toilet door, man. It's like, and it's like, I couldn't figure that out, man. It's like there's no way someone could have locked the door from the inside, man. That's like, and so it was. This happened during the trip when I was staying in that hotel, and I don't think there's anything spooky about the hotel or anything. I think it's something else.
The number 5.
Yeah, I think it's something about me, man. Something is probably around me. I don't know. I need to figure that out. I might sound crazy. That toilet incident in my house, it happened after Chris Cornell allegedly was found dead in his bathroom hotel. That thing started happening, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. I don't know. Man, I can tell you one long story. It's not that long, actually. It happened one night before he died. So I was chatting in this online, one of the best, one of like not the shittiest chat room, you can like talk about music, and I know there's like musicians who pretend they're someone else and they come in and they talk about music or anything, Somebody asked about Audio Slave or something like that. I cracked a joke, man, Yeah. It's a dry cough. I'm alright. So yeah, I mean, it's scary, man. I remember chatting in that room, and somebody came in and
Heal.
somebody just came in with just one picture on the avatar. I clicked on the profile, and I know that this profile has just been set up in just like 5 minutes ago, kind of thing. Like somebody just created a fake profile just to just join in the chat. To people do that to sometimes troll the room or sometimes ask stupid questions. So I remember he was asking, "What do you guys,
Badly.
what do you guys think of audio slave?" So I cracked a joke, man, and everyone was laughing. I don't see what the joke is about. And then I remember the next day, I went in there, I found out he was dead. I was like a bit like puzzled. Like I was like thinking, oh shit, what if that was him? Or what if somebody knew him or somebody made a joke out of it and it got to him and it pissed him off, that kind of thing. But I swear to God, the joke that I cracked, I meant it in a kind of like rock and roll kind of way, man. It's like
Disagree.
I meant it in a kind of like, yeah, man. It's like being a roadie, man. Audio slave, right? You're like you carry amplifiers. You're like down and dirty. Like, kind of shit. So I created a sweet situation, and yeah, maybe something is trying to make not me speak, man. But nah, I'm not gonna stop speaking. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I was just like puzzled, man. What if like somebody told him that or anything, and he was like on meds. I mean, if the joke got to him, he would have been like, it's not funny. I don't know, man. It's like the next day when I went to the room,
Quietly.
I saw a few unknown chatters, man. With like there, I've known like a lot of regulars there, but sometimes like people would come in with like fake profiles, man. And they were talking about like, hey, man, we did it, man. And we were like, what are they talking about, man? It's like one of those conversations you look on that screen, and you don't know what they're talking about, and you just don't want to interfere because they're having a conversation. So you're just probably listening to your music and like watching the whole conversation going on. So I don't know what they were talking about. They say, hey, man, we did it, man. So I was like, in my head, I'm thinking like, did what, man? I know Soundgarden played a gig last night. Cornell was found dead in the bathroom singing Black Hole Sun. So yeah, I mean, after the incident, my toilet door started locking itself from the inside, man. Yeah, till I got my new cat. He would sit outside the toilet door. We'll just look in there. Yep.
Burned.
I don't know, man. Alright, I'm not gonna talk since having a bad cough. Spirit, yeah, whatever. You speak, man. You speak.
Evil is coming.
Yeah, evil is everywhere. But where is it coming? Where is it going, man? You know. I mean, it's quite a long conversation here. Almost 45 minutes of a game of football. Alright, 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna turn this thing off. It's a time check. It's 1:32 a.m. Monday night. My headache is gone, but my cough, I've been smoking, I guess. Yeah, it's just a smoker's cough. I can still breathe, man. Not so bad as yesterday. I mean, yesterday was like a bad flu. I mean, the flu is gone. You know, it's just the cough and the headache. You know, yeah. And this is like fucking hell. This is like my I don't know, man. It's like the third time I caught this whatever COVID or fever or what. Third time, man.
12.
And it's always like, you know, someone told me he's positive and I happen to be around him, you know. So I think that's not all, you know, what goes around, you know. It's just like back in those days when you were in school, you know. If someone is sick, you know, if some kid is sick, but he comes to school.
Get out of here.
Or if he was sick like the next few days and he comes back, if he had chicken pox, or some kid is sick in the classroom, what the teacher would do back in the 80s was that kid would have their tables probably like pushed at the corner of the classroom, and they're not supposed to be sitting around us. So it's pretty normal, you know. It makes sense. When you're sick, yeah, you should stay away from a few distances, you know. It's the air that you breathe in your lungs, or, you know, around you is like contagious, you know. Yeah. All right, get out of here. Yeah. Bye bye.
Bathroom.
What I say, man? Are you in there? I'm not saying it's fun, man. You know, strange. Bothers me sometimes, you know. But if it happens again,
Return.
if it happens again, when I'm outside, or I'll tell you what. Oh man, this is gonna be a long.
6.
Oh man, it's gonna be a long story, man. If you want to know about this story, I think I can piece it all together. You know how I got here to this bathroom thing and everything. You know. If you want to know, if you're really interested, message me, or you can like you know, I can like tell it to you the next time. All right, till then, peace, good night. 6, hang loose, man. All right.